பிடிச்சிருக்கா? பிடிச்சிருக்கு. வாடி வா.
Get in there. That is how you start your season. That is how you come back from a loss. That is how you begin your campaign at home. That is how you return to home, where you had a 71% win record in the IPL, and we have come back in style. We had to win this game, and we have won this game. Again, we were put in the bat first. We put in a big score, bigger than last time, but we'll go through all that in this. Like, share, and subscribe this to PP Talks. I'm just about 75 short of 1,000 subscribers. I will be doing more of CSK content as the season goes along. I'll be doing every single match review for CSK games, and I will try to do for other games as well. And I'm a big CSK fan, as you can see, and I will be going through all things Chennai Super Kings, and of course for other football as well. I'll be doing the Chelsea women's games. I'll be doing the Women's Champions League, so on and so forth. Many to look forward to. The Hero Super Cup is coming up. I will be doing a lot more of that as well. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled out for that. But we came home after just less than 1,500 days. And boy, did we deliver a performance to savor that homecoming or what? Stands getting full even on a Monday. You did see there's some empty seats, probably the ones they sold to them corporates or elites, as you want to call it. But they were not to be disappointed, and it clearly showed. We'll go through the lineups. CSK played the same team, keeping faith with the team that lost at Gujarat. We didn't lose that badly though, but there were still glaring holes to be filled. But Dhoni, we all know Dhoni. He never changes much, and he likes to stick with the same combination, and he stuck with it again. We lost the toss again. KR all put us into bat, and we got out all guns blazing. On Ruturaj Gaikwad carrying off where he left in Gujarat. He missed a century there, but today he was in full flow. Devon, Conway as well, starting on the right note at home, and both of them combined for 8 overs, 100 runs. That was absolutely tearing apart every single bowler that came across. Avesh Khan came, went out. Kyle Mayers came, went out. Mark Wood came at a speed. He went at a speed. Krishnamma Gautam bowled 1 over, went for 3 sixes. And the only bowler who was ever going to trouble us actually was Ravi Bishnoi. And to his credit, he bowled well. He did go for a couple of sixes, but eventually he got them wickets, and he was the most economical. I think he got about 3 or 4 wickets today. Absolutely superb performance from Ravi Bishnoi. And but we have to talk about our star boy. Currently orange cap, 250s in a row. He ended the 2020 season with 350s in a row, and now he has started this campaign with 250s in a row. He could make it 3 in a row at the Wankhede when we play Mumbai on Saturday, but it remains to be seen whether we do that. And ultimately, every shot of his was just oozing class. It was just class personified. No that slogging or no random hitting or no edges or anything. Just clean shots, just pure timing. Devon, Conway is well the same. And it just carried on throughout the whole of the innings. Gaikwad got out. I mean, I don't know why you try to Ravi Bishnoi's first ball. You know, he's quite skillful. I know you want to take him on straight away, but still, you could do with paying him a bit of respect. Maybe see off 2 or 3 balls and then go for it. He didn't do that. Mark Wood got the wicket of Devon Conway as well. The fantastic catch by Kunal Pandya diving in front of himself. And then you are thinking, okay, let's see what Moeen Ali Rayudu can do from here. But then Dhoni sends in Shivam Dube at number 3. I was like, what the fuck are you actually doing? And to be fair, it can go either way. If you score well, the move is paid off. If you don't, there will be heavy calls to get you out of the team, because even the last game we saw, he couldn't connect bat to ball. Even today in the first few balls, he just couldn't connect with it properly. But after then, he hit 3 sixes, 2 of Ravi Bishnoi, and you look like he was kind of getting into his groove a bit. We all know he has that one shot, that heave over cow corner, be it a full ball or a short ball. He likes to pull it over cow corner, and he tried that same thing again, 3rd ball in a row against Bishnoi, and that brought about his downfall. But still, he did his job. 27 of 16. Rayudu came in, did his job, 26 of 13. Markwood coming in speed. Man treats him like an off spinner down the ground, straight over his head. That was beautiful to watch. And then the king announced his arrival in style. Light shows going up. Everyone's cell phone is turned on at the Chidambaram Stadium to welcome Dhoni's arrival. People traveling from places around India just to see this man. I saw a banner. Came from Goa only to watch this man. I know a couple of other friends who traveled from Mumbai just to see MS Dhoni play. And they were not disappointed. 2 balls, 2 sixes, 1 flash behind third man for 6. And then Markwood digs it in short. He gets hold of it and puts it into the second tier. And every single fan in that stand in the stadium went absolutely berserk. You could literally hear nothing. It was so loud that, boy, I mean, it could have woken up houses probably 10-15 kilometers away. That's how loud the stadium was. I unfortunately couldn't watch it with sound because I was handling a knowledge transfer session. So I couldn't watch it with sound. But when you watch it back, it was like, wow. And this is what it means to all of us. Someone like THALA, someone like Dhoni has come in. He made CSK what it is. And even at 41 years old, he comes in, smacks in 2 sixes, and then gets out. Does his job. More than enough. Moeen got going a bit and then he got out. Ben Stokes never really got going. Same way he got out as the last time. 4 and out against Rashid Khan. This time 4 and out against Avesh Khan. But Dhoni's sixes just ended up being the highlight of the day as we got to 217. A very, very competitive total. But there is always a but in there. When you see CSK's bowling and when you see again the Tushar Deshpande has come on as an impact player for Ambati Rayudu, you get question marks in your head that will we even defend this? Let alone defend, like we weren't able to defend 180 against Gujarat Titans, and now today we just about defended 217. This might just be the template. Of course, we still have players to come back. We still have Tikshna to come back. We still have Sisanda Magala to come from the international duties, but still, our bowling does look one of the weaker links because our batting, I think, is phenomenal. Spinners, we have enough in control. Thank God for the spinners, else we might have lost today because the fast bowlers were getting tonked all over. Deepak Chahar came in. He just doesn't look the same as he did 2 years ago. Yes, he's coming back from an injury. Maybe he could do from... He could take a sitting down and not from the game, but someone has to sit him down and tell him what to do because you're in that mind frame where when your confidence can be down, and this is his worst figures in a Chennai Super Kings shirt. So he could do with someone sitting him down and telling him that this and that. Because he was not on it today. He was absolutely not on it today. He got no swing. And when a swing bowler does not get swing, it's more or less a medium bowler who gets Carter around for fun. Kyle Mayers, more like he looked like the mayor of Chennai, mayor of Chidambaram Stadium, sitting there and just hitting all the balls for fun. Deepak Sir coming in, going out. Ben Stokes came in, he bowled the second over, he went out. Tushar Deshpande, impact player. He looked like he was the impact player for opposition team yet again. He too he went out. And the more irritating thing than those 4s and 6s was the amount of no balls and wides we delivered. I mean, why are you giving them free runs? Basically, a wide is a free run. And a no ball is a free run. And it's a free hit. So why give them free runs? They need to chase 217. We don't want to give them a head start and in any shape or form whatsoever. And we gave wides and no balls for fun. At least in the first part of the innings. Even towards the death, I was like, what are you playing at? We gave wides and no balls for fun. Like, even Dhoni had to joke about it at the post-match presentation. I'll come to that later. But it was looking bleak, and 73 of 5 overs, they were taking the absolute piss. Kyle Mayers was just standing and delivering. It's one of them West Indian ones. I played a couple of West Indian teams in my locally, and them men don't know the meaning of defense. Them men have never gone to court because they don't know what it means to defend. No defense whatsoever. Just hitting fours and sixes, 6 and out. Shout out Brett Lee for that one, 6 and out. Super band of his. But then Moeen Ali came in, the spinners. We knew we had to strangle them with the spinners. And Kyle Mayers gets out an off spinner, caught out at cow corner. Big up to Prasanna Lara P-Dog. In his pre-match analysis with Ashwin, he told that Kyle Mayers can be got out like this. And the same template happened. I don't know if they see analysis and think that he gets out off spinners more, but it's just them West Indian men. They just like to hit ball. They just like to hit for fun. As I said earlier, they're all nice men. They don't know what it means to go to court because they can't defend. And then after that, wickets kept 2 or 3 wickets fall quick. Deepak Huda went back to his foot straight away. I don't know what he was trying to do. I mean, I think the ball got stuck in the wicket. That's the effect of bringing slow bowlers on a slow track. You bring back the pace a little bit because if you give pace, it will go. So Mitchell Santner and Moeen Ali in tandem were absolutely fantastic today. Moeen Ali 4 for 26 off his 4 overs and Mitchell Santner 1 for 21 off his 4 overs. Absolutely outstanding. Santner got the big wicket of Huda. Immediately in the next over, K. Rahul, I don't know what he was thinking. 2 big wickets gone, and you need someone to steady the ship and carry at least for 2 or 3 overs and then go from that. He didn't, and he went for the glory shot. Again, didn't catch it properly. He went to the longer side, and he got out like that. But still, they still had enough players there. He had Marcus Stoinis, he had Nicholas Pooran. They got a bit of a partnership going before Moeen Ali, the Valimi update, got Marcus Stoinis again. Englishmen always like to take wickets of Australians, be it the Ashes or be it the IPL. And then Pooran came in. Pooran was there. And then, of course, Ayush Padoni came in, the impact player. And trust me, without our spinners, we would have got absolutely battered today. We got battered by a fast bowling anyway. But then the spinners, they got absolute stranglehold. And when Pooran was batting on the other hand, we bought in Hangargekar for 1 over. He got taken apart by Nicholas Pooran, who likes pace. Jadeja came in for 1 over. And Nicholas Pooran played an audacious shot, reverse sweeping him into the 3rd tier. I mean, normal right-hand batters would struggle to hit the 3rd tier playing like that. And then there's this Nicholas Pooran, the West Indian man. Reverse sweep into the 3rd deck. And then they were remaining like about 5 overs remaining and 68 of 5 overs. And I was thinking, Jesus Christ, the bowlers better properly do a comeback. And Tushar Deshpande, absolutely fantastic comeback. 6 runs, including the wicket of Nicholas Pooran, who was caught by Ben Stokes at long off. Ben Stokes said probably the only thing he did properly today was do some catching. 2 good catches, 1 catch of Deepak Huda and 1 catch of Nicholas Pooran. And Pooran, if we had not got him out, Pura meaning cut. He would have cut out bowling into pieces. Pura Utrapam, he would have cut us into pieces. And that is what he would have done. And we got his wicket at the crucial time. And he conceded only 6 runs in that over. And that piles enough pressure on you. Padoni came in. He looked more like the BA version of Dhoni. And I think he was just riding his bike. He looked only for doubles. He didn't look for boundaries or sixes. I get the intent because it looked good at the start when he was looking to hit those doubles. Because people don't realize the values of doubles as they do for 4s and 6s. Ayush Padoni couldn't get going. And Krishnamba Gautam, he did get a few 6s here and there, 1 or 2 6s. But ultimately, we were able to control it well. Deepak says he should have got a wicket. I don't know what the hell Shivam Dube is doing like this. What is this obsession with this catching technique that they want to do? They want to catch it like this. It's absolutely pathetic the way they catch it. Deepak sir lost out on a well-deserved wicket. Our plan was to hit them on the wide Yorker. And most of the time we got that right. But saying that, some of them we got them wrong. And Hangargekar, 2 overs, we needed 37 and we trusted Hangargekar with the ball. And even though when he put 3 wides in a space of 6 balls, he still went for only 9 runs. That was absolute temperament shown by the young man. He showed it last time by taking 3 wickets, and this time he showed by coming back. Even if it went for a wide, he still stuck to his guns because you could easily shift your technique from there. You could have tried to bowl Yorker, you could have tried to go short, and he could have gone the distance. But he stuck to his technique of bowling the wide Yorkers, and he nailed almost every single one of them. It was absolutely beautiful to see. And Tushar Deshpande finished it as well for Ayush Padoni. He did go for 4 and 6 at the end of Mark Wood, who showed some wood at the end. Probably he could have come in ahead of Ayush Padoni, to be fair. By the end of the day, Tushar Deshpande, after first out, went for 18. His last 3 overs went for only 27, and he picked up 2 wickets as well. Absolutely superb that. And at the end of the day, we win our first game by 12 runs. And those 12 runs are MS Dhoni's 2 sixes that made the difference at the end of the day. And we start our home form with a win. 71% win ratio gets a little higher. And it's now 57 games and 41 wins at our fortress. It is our goddamn fortress, and you don't breach it. It was absolutely great to see the fans back in full attendance, and their monies were absolutely worth. You could argue that their monies were worth when Dhoni hit those 2 sixes, but my money's worth would have been CSK winning the game. Of course, Dhoni's 2 sixes would have been extra. By the end of the day, I support Chennai Super Kings because Chennai is my hometown and not because of anybody else. It just is what it is. So, we win, and let's have a quick look at the scorecard before we wrap this up. Make sure you do all the good stuff. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, there is still ways to go. We did win this game by only 12 runs, which shows that the effort that Moeen and Mitchell Santner put in, it was absolutely superb. Let me show you that scorecard real quick before we end this. And of course, the impact of wides and no balls, countless wides and no balls we put, which is absolutely staggering. You look at this CSK. Gaikwad with another 50. Conway just missed out on a 50. Dube did his job. Moeen did his job. Ben Stokes couldn't really get going. Rayudu with a 27 of 14. Jadeja again failing with the bat. He needs to sort out his batting. And MS Dhoni, 12 runs of 3 balls, 2 sixes. Absolutely superb. And when it comes to the LSG innings, you look at that. Kyle Mayers was a different player than all of them. 53 of 22. He was hitting at bowlers for fun. And you look at the others, only the 2 West Indian players getting the runs for them, able to strike the ball as conveniently, whereas others could not. And at the end of the day, you looked at that. 18 extras. That's almost an easy run every over. You cannot afford to give that. In effect, they're only chasing 200 and not 217 because you're giving them 18 runs in extras already. Look at that. 13 wides, 2 no balls. Absolutely inexplicable that. It is not acceptable in this form of the game, and hopefully we do fix up. You look at that. Our bowling, Deepak Chahar, his worst figures in a Chennai shirt, 55 runs. He was totally off the pace today, but he was compensated by a few others. Moeen 4 for 26, Santner 4 for 21, and Tushar Deshpande's fantastic comeback. As an impact player, he absolutely showed that impact in his last 3 overs where he picked up 2 wickets. And more of the same, please. I don't want to gas him up after one good game. Let us see the consistency flow throughout the rest of the IPL, be it as a impact player or even as a starter. And that was about it. That is my review for Chennai versus Lucknow. A great win, and hopefully we can keep the same winning momentum going on. I said in our last video that we will beat Lucknow and we will beat Mumbai. That's 1 out of 2 done. Hopefully the second one is also done when we beat Mumbai. I think we will beat Mumbai. It will be a game between 2 joker bowling teams because their bowling is as bad as us. You look at that game against RCB, you don't want to judge it based on one game, but they literally conceded 117-16 overs. They got tonked on the Chinnaswamy, and we all know Wankhede as well is a big batting ground where batters can hit for fun. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I might go live for that because it's on a Saturday. I'm recording this one because I was in office today and I had to put this out later in IST. the next day morning IST. But make sure you stay tuned for more videos like this as I keep on doing, as the road to 1,000 subscribers keeps on going on. But as I keep saying in the end of every single video, make sure to stay safe and wash them hands. And இன்னொரு வீடியோல உங்களை எல்லாரும் சந்திக்கிறேன். அதுவரை நன்றி வணக்கம். This is me, PB Talks, signing out.